Can everybody hear me? Yeah, good. Excellent. All right. Welcome all meeting leaders, both home and abroad, near and far. We love you guys and are so thankful that you are here, especially to any of the new meeting leaders that might be joining us for the very first time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we do have new meeting leaders springing up across the country: Texas, Northern Indiana, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. Still working on some in New York. So a lot of good things going on. So if you're here for the first time, welcome. Glad you're here. Area directors, these are your area directors. Make sure and make note, and you can reach out to them if you have any questions. Of course, we have Ray over in St. Louis. We have Penny up in the Indy market. We have Marianne Police joining us today all the way from Nashville. So glad that you are here. And it was so good to see you last week for the Thanksgiving luncheon. Maybe you'll talk about that. In fact, Marianne, would you just at the very end be ready to talk a little bit about what we've done over the last few years in Nashville with the Thanksgiving luncheon? Would you do that for me, please?
Sure.
That'd be wonderful. All right. We got Matt in Springfield and Jason Dean up in Ohio. He was here. He went with us to Nashville. He was here with us in Knoxville for the Thanksgiving, and we had a blast. So good. A couple quick things, guys. Many of you have been asking for the Facebook code of conduct and the survey questions for your Facebook groups. We have it up on a PDF, and actually I'm going to change my share so you can see where it's at in the meeting leader. So let me change share. I'm going to share a different screen. Okay, so when you're in meeting leader resources, there's a bunch of new images I'm going to share with you as we go through today. But right here, so you just scroll down past the leadership call, you scroll down past support, you get to these 6 green boxes right here, and it says Facebook Code of Conduct. That has the code of conduct and the survey questions if you have a Facebook group. Those questions, that code of conduct needs to be in your Facebook group. And if you don't know how to do it, and you've made me an admin or Brooke or even James Danella, we can go in and we can help you with that. No problem. But you want to make sure and get that code of conduct and the survey questions into your Facebook group pages. Okay. All right. Secondly, the winter promo continues to rock on. The Fall Into NTI contest is over. Suzanne in accounting has promised me by the end of the day, we'll have the idea of who our winner is. We'll send out a nationwide broadcast through Fanzuma to everybody in NTI announcing who the glorious winner of our $500 is. And I hope it's me. I hope I've won. Okay, it won't be me. All right, I'm excluded. Fine. But it's going to be a great time, and someone's going to be very glad that they brought new members to NTI. All right, so happy about that. But don't forget, this is a great time to tell people about NTI. One of the things that you might think about doing, how about this for an idea? So everybody always talks on all these calls about, oh, the holidays are upon us and it's time to think about gift giving, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you want a gift idea? I'm going to tell you what a gift idea is. Why not give a 90-day membership to somebody, pay for them for 90 days, okay? Give that, and then what you can do is when you buy it for somebody else, you get 90 days free. Like, think about, I don't know, there's a lot of ways to skin the cat here, so to speak. All you cat lovers, don't worry, I do like cats. Okay, I'm not saying like really skin the cat, but I'm saying there's a lot of different ways to tell the story, and that is what you're gonna wanna do. What about splitting it? You gotta promote this. No other networking organization I know of has a BOGO offer, none. We're the only ones. So now is the time to be spreading the word and sharing the love, okay? Now, this is going to be really important. Those of you who are on the call, who are meeting leaders or area directors, who do not understand the importance of the NTI Thanksgiving luncheon, or you do not understand the power of the happy hours, can I just politely, respectfully, as kindly as I can say, you are out of your mind. Okay. Did I say that nicely? Because here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, these are bonding agents. See, what they do is they bring people together, whether people are wearing masks, whether people feel the need to stay 6, 10, 15 feet apart. None of that matters. What matters is that you're getting together with those that do want to come out, that do want to get together with others under whatever circumstances, mask or no mask, doesn't matter. You can still meet in certain Restaurants, you can go to a bar. Okay, I understand the new limitations like limited 10, limited 15, limited 25, blah, 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 whatever. Get together in a space, have a happy hour. We are encouraging you to do the same. But this image, okay, let me go back to the new share. Some of you say, Rich, I don't know where the new share is, whatever. I got you. Let me help you. If you go to the Meeting Leader Resources page, you scroll down a bit, you're going to see this image right here. Some of you don't know how to get that image into your PowerPoint or into your Google Slides presentation. Well, if you are still using Google Slides and I am an admin on your Google Slides, if you shared it with me, I can add it. I can do it for you. But let me tell you how you do it. You simply right click on the image. When you right click on the image, you'll do a save image as. When you hit save image as, call it whatever you want. Holiday happy hour, put it in your downloads folder, put it in your desktop. Doesn't really matter where you put it. Once you have, okay, let's go ahead and save it. I'm going to save that to my desktop. Okay. So there it is, saved to my desktop. Once you do that and you open up your presentation, just like what I have right here. Hold on. I'm going to do a new share. Whoop. Hold on. Just uno momento. Killing me. Watch. So here I am. If I'm in Google Slides, if I right click on this, I can duplicate the slide. If I duplicate whatever slide you want, let's say this were the BOGO image or whatever, I can delete it. I have a white slide. Then what I can do, of course, let me make this a smaller screen. Then what I can do is I can go to my desktop, and I have to do a new share again. I can go to my desktop. I can go to my desktop where I have that image, and then I can just drag that image. There's a lot of ways I can do it, but I can just drag the image with my mouse in. Once I do that, I just simply position it to where it'll take up the whole slide. Then from here, ladies and gentlemen, all you have to do is edit the text. What do we mean by edit the text? Well, you'll look at mine. So what I did was I added December 17th at 5 p.m. in the when section and Radius Rooftop here in Knoxville as the where. Okay, so all you would have to do is come in and click on the T text box and click it right here and add a text box. Doesn't matter. December, whatever, 25th. That's a good day to have a happy hours on December the 25th at, say, 4 a.m. instead of opening presents. Okay. Now, what you might have to do is change the text. Maybe make it Georgia. Georgia is the font that we use at Networking Today. You might need to make it larger. Okay. And just like I did, you may want to change the color, just leave it black, but position it. That's all you have to do. Then you can either click text box again. And I know this is so elementary for some of you. It's very elementary for me. I just assume everybody knows how to do it, but maybe you don't. So I'm just showing you.
Never assume, y'all. Never assume.
No. So once, okay, so here I am. I got that in there. If I click on it again, the text box appears. This little cross dude appears when I hover over the box itself. I can click on that. And then what I can do is I can hit, on a Mac, you would hit Command C. On a PC, you would hit Control C and then hit Control or Command, whatever you have, V, and it'll paste it. You can take that box then and drag it down there, and you can say, the North Pole. Okay. So we're going to have a holiday happy hour at 4 a.m., December the 25th at the North Pole. And you can put that in there and your slide is ready to go. If you need help, well, all you got to do is reach out and ask me. I'm happy to help you. But what you have to do is you have to have, in my opinion, you have to have a holiday happy hour. You have to. If the meeting leaders in your area, if the area director in your area, or if you do not have an area director in your area, let me just say, book it yourself. Now, one time somebody asked me, they said, Rich, they literally said this to me, Rich, do you have a script on what to do for a happy hour? No, I don't.
Just invite your friends.
So I said, I'll give you the script and you can write it down right now. So for any of you, I think I put Gary to sleep. I think Gary's sleeping. Okay. For any of you that need a script and how to do a happy hour, take these notes. Pick a restaurant/bar. Step 1. Step 2, invite everyone you know. That's it. That's all you gotta do.
We're changing our date, by the way.
Oh, okay. But that's what you want to do, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. What's wrong with the date? Right. Ours will be in Knoxville. It's going to be the 15th. Tuesday the 15th?
18th.
Friday the 18th, the boss said. Anyway, my point is work it out with your leadership team. Okay. Work it out with your leadership team. Pick the perfect day, the perfect place, and just make it happen. The image is already there for you. This is a bonding agent. It's a chance to get together. Look, if you want to do something with like a white elephant gift exchange or something, fine. I want to ask each and every one of you to be understanding of this idea of why we don't have a Christmas party. It is not because I'm denying the birth of the Savior. In case any one of you think I've gone straight up atheist and pagan and denying the birth of Christ or something, I'm not. It is because you might have Muslims, you might have people who are atheists, you might have people who, you know, would be some sort of religious sect, whatever that might be, that doesn't celebrate Christmas. If it's a holiday happy hour, you've got Thanksgiving, you do have Christmas, you have Hanukkah, you have the New Year, you have a lot of reasons to call it the holidays. And nobody's going to be offended at a simple snowman. That's why we didn't put Santa Claus in here. Although, you know what I just noticed, ladies and gentlemen? I just noticed that I left the Grinch out. I'll get him added. I'll get him added. Don't go save the image yet. I got to get the Grinches in there.
Go save it now.
No, don't. But ladies and gentlemen, I'll get the Grinch in there. Don't worry. I will get the Grinch in there right after this call.
No, you won't.
Now, but nobody gets offended at the Grinch. Nobody gets offended at the snowman. Okay, but some people might get offended at calling it a Christmas happy hour. If you're going to do a gift exchange, don't make it about a Christmas gift exchange. Please be understanding of what I'm saying here. I'm not one of these people that's like, oh, you know, Xmas or take Christ out of Christmas or nothing like that. I'm just saying that we need to be considerate of others. We're here to network primarily. Remember that. We're here to network primarily. You want to have a Christmas party? Invite your closest friends. You want to have something? Fine. Do whatever you're going to do. But when you're talking about group wide, all of Indianapolis, all of Nashville, all of St. Louis, when we're talking about that kind of thing, we want to make it a holiday happy hour, and that's why.
And also remember that happy hours are an easy place to invite people who are non-members.
Right.
They're way more comfortable coming to a happy hour than coming to a networking meeting.
Exactly. Just say, hey, friend, I want to invite you out. We're all going to go out. We're going to have appetizers. We're going to have some drinks, and we're all going to have fun. You're going to get to know other business people in Knoxville or other business people in Nashville, whatever. And it's a great time.
Can you leave the Grinch off the thing? He's a negative. Because the Grinch he's a negative nanny.
What?
Thank you.
Leave the Grinch off the flyer, off the slide.
We don't want people saying, oh, the Grinch. Yeah.
I don't want no negative nanny on my slide.
I think he was just kidding.
Oh.
Janet?
I thought you were serious.
No, he was serious. That's the problem.
Okay. If you want to put the Grinch on there, just put your picture and we'll pretend.
But just remember, the Grinch
Janet
stole.
is spitting fire today.
Look.
Watch out,
Only
everybody.
if the Grinch has Rich's
He's
face.
coming in like this.
I'm
Janet's like,
I thought everybody was muted.
they can mute themselves when they want to say something.
We have control.
And I am not going to stop them from telling you not to put the Grinch on there.
Thank you, Brooke.
I got you back, y'all. I'll punch him if he does it, okay?
We'll make sure to get the Grinch in. Gary, what were you saying about the Grinch?
I was just saying, remember, the Grinch stole Christmas. All of a sudden, you're identifying anti-Christmas behavior. You're violating everything that you just talked about.
Go, Gary.
And at the end of the movie, they all celebrated by opening presents, Mr. DeForest.
We love you, Rich.
I'll work on getting the Grinch in there right away. Okay, but here's the thing. Have a happy hour. Grinch or no Grinch, have a happy hour, okay? It'll be a fun time. All right, now, moving right along. I do honestly want to ask you to make sure to communicate with your members. If you're a meeting leader, you are looked at, whether you believe you are or not. You are respected. You are looked at as the leader, and they're looking to you for that leadership. And you need to be the parent in the parent-child role here, and you need to be the one to send out a happy Thanksgiving. I wanted to share something. Where did you see the picture of that blanket that Monique got? Did you have a picture of it on your phone? Did she send it to both of us? I want to show you guys this. Hold on a minute.
And I just scheduled the post in my group with this picture for Thursday, so I'm already ahead of the game, right? I mean, it's that easy. You could just schedule it now and you're good to go.
Absolutely. I'm going to show you guys something real quick. Hold on. I'm going to pull up a picture. I really want to share this with you guys because Monique, who is now working with NTI, many of you have gotten to know her. Oh, heaven's sake. Something went wrong.
Text.
I know it. I got you. Hold on. I'm really going to show you guys this. You're going to love it. Can you guys see this picture? Let me see if you, come on, open up. Heaven's sakes. Why won't it open? You guys see this? Can you move that? Let me see if they see it. Okay. Monique is from the Netherlands. Her mom sent her this. This is a full-size blanket. You can see Farah standing there, right? She just got it in a gift box today. You guys should take a minute and read what that says if you can see it on the screen. Maybe you can't. But it's so kind and so loving and so wonderful that her mom sent her this. And it said, and for the precious daughter, you will always be, wrap yourself up in this and consider it a big hug. This is a time, ladies and gentlemen, I believe, when we can show love to our members. And I hope and pray that you are. I really do, because this is a time for us to be able to thank them for being a part of our meeting. Yes, it is true, networking leaders, that the meeting would not exist if it weren't for you. That's true. But the meeting, you wouldn't have a meeting to lead if it weren't for them. So we want to make sure that we're thankful. We want to make sure to share our thankfulness. And I know some of us use send out cards, some of us don't. We're working real hard to try to get to use send out cards here at Networking Today. We're going to start using send out cards much more often. And it's something that we're committed to doing. We were a little late to get the Thanksgiving cards out. But here's the thing. If not, consider using an organization like Send Out Cards with Janet Hudson and send out these cards to people. It's a very nice thing to do, and to make sure to send a text, especially networking leaders, hear me on this one, especially to your core, those people who are rock solid in your group. Not only do you want to have that happy hour and make sure they're there, make sure that your happy hour works for them. You want to make sure to say, you know what, of all people on this planet, I'm thankful for you, and show some love. Make sure to do that. Okay. Now, we all know that knowledge is power. I believe that leaders are readers, and I hope you're reading. This is an amazing book over the holidays. This is a great time to listen or read books. And if you've not read this one, I recommended it 2 weeks ago. I'm going to recommend it this week, and then I'm going to switch up. I got another book in mind for our next call. But, excuse me, I just want to say, make sure that you're taking some time to read. We're going to open it up for a Q&A here in just a minute. I know some of you have questions about the new website still, progress that's being made. I'm willing to take whatever time to show you some different things, but our next call, mark your calendars, will be for, that is not right. I changed that. It's December the 8th. Someone double check me. 2 weeks from today, is that December the 8th? Is that December the 4th? What is it? December 1st?
No, 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks from today. It's
2 weeks.
December 6th, something? 8th. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. So mark your calendars. I don't know why that didn't update because I changed it earlier. But anyhow, December the 8th, make sure to do that. And I thank you for all that you guys do. A couple of things I'm going to show you. If you need to leave, go ahead, take off. Love you. Glad you came. Thanks for all you're doing at NTI. Love you, love you, love you. But I'm going to show you guys one other thing here that's updated with Fanzuma and some of the things in the meeting leader dashboard that you need to know about. So let me change screens. I'm going to come back to NTI. when you are in your online sign-in, you now have member local ML, online ML. It took us a while to get this fixed, but if you click on online ML, you now have all your members listed. If you were a local meeting, like for example, I was talking to Marianne earlier. Marianne said, Rich, when I click on online ML, I have a big fat 0 there. And Marianne did not have this local ML. You should have it now, Marianne. But when you have the local ML, it was showing up here, okay, on the dashboard, but it was not showing up on the online. We fixed that. But if you went from a local meeting like Penny Burr or Marianne, and now you're online, well, when a new member joins NTI, we list online separately from local meetings because you could have both. Not all are like, oh, we can't meet locally, so now we're online. Like Brooke, for example, she took Farragut and is now meeting online. There's no local meeting, but it's still the same meeting. They're just meeting online. When they can meet locally again, they may come offline and just have a local meeting again. So in that case, when members are joining, they're not joining Farragut online, they're joining NTI Farragut. That's how she gets credit for it. For Marianne, when they join NTI Brentwood, her local meeting, then they're going to show up in the local ML folder. But if I also have Bloomington online, I got Bloomington local, and I also have Bloomington online, those online people are going to show up here because they're unique, okay? Some of you might lead multiple meetings. That's fine too. We're going to make it so that they're all cumulatively here and then allow you the breakdown of, well, this meeting has this many, this meeting has that many, blah, blah, on and on. We're going to give it segmentation. Ray, we'll come to you with a question in just a second, or if you want to type it in the chat, we can make sure to come back to you in a second. But here's the thing I need you guys to know. We have so many things that we need to get done, and we're making tremendous progress. I'm going to show you in just a minute some of the progress that we're making very, very quickly. But some of the stuff is first quarter 2021 initiative. Some of the stuff's not going to happen this year. We're just trying to do so much in too little time. There's just too many things happening. But for example, one of the things we're trying to do is put your compensation so that your compensation, now this is a sample for Whitney Walden here, ladies and gentlemen, that's what you're looking at right here. One of the things I've said on other meeting leader calls, but just to reiterate, you will have 90 days. You'll be able to go back 90 days. You'll have the current statement and then 2 months prior to current. So you can either right click on it and download it, you can view it, whatever, and then it's going to just keep a 90-day rolling period where you'll be able to see your commission statements or your compensation statements. That is coming. The other thing, however, is not just the amount, not just, oh, here's the meeting you got paid on and here's the amount. We want the number of members, all the meetings you got paid on, all the members you got paid on, and the percentage point or the percentage you're getting paid on each one of them, so that you can see an accurate accounting. We actually provide all that information already to our payroll service. Our payroll service, though, is getting that built into the PDF. We noticed this about 3 weeks ago. I brought this to their attention, and so it didn't have time to make it in for the October payment, November the 15th. That's why you're seeing your statements the way they still are. I know many of you want it further broke down, like in your dashboard. You want to be able to see, okay, I get paid on this meeting, I get paid. Like Brooke, for example. Brooke leads, I don't know, 3 or maybe 4 different meetings. Brooke would want to see her breakdown in each one of those meetings. I understand that. I need to ask you to be patient, because that is not something we put in the original scope of what we needed everything to be able to do. May I remind everyone that it was just September the 29th, which I know seems like forever ago, when the new site went live and we discovered a lot of database bugs we did not anticipate. That put us behind at least 5 weeks. We had so much integration with our merchant, our members, folders, allocation, etc. In addition to that, one of the goals was to take the 5 different places as a meeting leader you had to go and put it all into one login, one usage, one username, one password, and let you in. I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but you now have access to that. So Marianne Police has been asking for commission statements for, I don't know, the last, 25, 30 years, Marianne, something like that. Okay, here's the thing, guys. Look is it perfect? No. But Marianne, you've never had this before, right? So we're making progress. And what I want you to see is the progress. I don't want you to get caught up in what you don't have. I want you to see what you do have. So how many of you used to get frustrated when you would have to log out and then go over to Fanzuma and log in with a whole nother set of credentials? Well, now you can click on FZ Resources right here. You can, ma'am.
Good segue for Ray's question, which is online meetings, local meetings separated on Fanzuma.
Okay. So when you go to Fanzuma, now the 3 major things you have always needed to do in Fanzuma is, number 1, very easily, send a message. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Duplicate. Bam. I duplicate it. It pops up from the last one that I sent. I can change just the text that I want to send or the email that I want to send, add images, select my broadcast date. Bam, out it goes. It don't get no easier than that.
Calm down.
I mean, it's super simple, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. And you can cancel it, whatever. Okay, cancel. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. You can come up here and you can see who your subscribers are. If they're not subscribed, they're not going to get the message. So you got to hit add. No problem. Add them. No big deal. Or they can add themselves. Okay, something's going on here.
I know she's pulling it.
Look, she's not the baby of NTI.
She is.
Okay.
I'm scared.
Sorry for the distraction. I feel like I'm on with Laura Adams all of a sudden with her cat. Okay, some of you know who Laura Adams is, but you can see your fan list right there. You can edit your autoresponder. So if you don't know what your autoresponder says, come right here and add it. Write what you want. Make it good, make it professional, welcome them, of course. If you need help with it, ask. I'm happy to help. But a autoresponder was automatically added when you became a meeting leader. If it doesn't say what you want it to say, well, all you got to do is change it. Super simple. So look at your meeting leader resources, one login, no separate password. Your Fanzuma resources, one login, no password, all set. Your compensation statements.
You went super fast through the meeting leader part where you showed us, so I found it, but I still have 0 people. Is that right?
0 members.
I have 0 members.
Are you on local or online?
I don't know.
So up here
Right
at the
now,
top?
like in my dashboard, I'm online.
That's why.
Okay, that's why. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, if you can hang on until right after the meeting, I'll see if I can make a change. We'll have you refresh and see if you see it in local ML, just like Marianne. I think.
Yeah.
I don't have a local tab. Is that right?
Well, you don't have it now, but I think if I give it to you, you'll see your members.
Yeah.
Got Yeah, because I am a local meeting. I'm just online because we still can't
Yeah.
see
Right.
people.
It's a common thing that we're finding right now.
Yes, okay.
So it's just like Marianne. Same exact thing with Marianne. Marianne had a local meeting, decided not to meet locally, went online. Okay. Technically, ladies and gentlemen, Brentwood is also now an online meeting. But if COVID subsided, the question would be asked, Marianne, do you want both local Brentwood and online Brentwood, or are we leaving online and going back to just local? Marianne can answer one of 2 ways. I would want to keep both.
Mhm.
Great. You will have both. You will have local ML like on my screen and online ML like on my screen. However, if you would leave online and go back to in fact, Christine Bivens, Penny Burr, this happened up in Indianapolis. Christine Bivens said, you know what? I don't want online. I want to go back to local. She said that, right, Penny? Okay. So that's an online meeting that went back to local. Fine. You only need the local ML tab. You don't have online meetings to worry about. Okay. If you're going to do like Penny did and have both, then both tabs should be visible. Okay. All right. My suspicion is, Lynette, that we didn't give you access to the local ML. And so all your members are hidden in the local side because that's where they joined. They didn't join the online Michigan meeting that you have. Although, let's say Jane,
I have some online people though that have joined. So that's funny that they didn't show up.
No, they would have picked your local meeting though. And if they're not in your local meeting folder, then we need to address where are they?
Well, and that's kind of what I'm curious about because I honestly don't know who my members are right now because I've not been able to keep tabs on who has renewed. And we did that huge push last year for sign up for annual because you get it for $250. So now I've got all these people renewing and I don't know who they are.
Gotcha. Keep in mind that when you have a local ML tab or an online ML tab, this timeline is a tremendous resource. When you click timeline, that's going to show you all current people who are renewing, canceling, that sort of thing. That's there. But it's also when you click on the dashboard, ladies and gentlemen, it's also down here. You can see who has a annual corporate, who has annual individual, canceled members, complimentary memberships, monthly memberships. You can manage all of that right from here. Then when you click on monthly membership, it'll bring you to everyone and you can then view their details on every single member. This will continue to get better. Don't worry. It's just going to continue to get better. And we're going to make it better. We're going to make it easier flow, easier, so that anyone literally can know where they're going to get what they need to get. But one of the things I want to point out though, is just look at the progress that we've made. This stuff is now all in one spot where it used to be you had to go to 5 different places. Now you only have to go to one other place, and that is vCard Global. If you want to edit the My NTI card, you have to go and log in at vCard Global. Some of you are like, our members are asking, where do we do that? We're going to put a link. We should have it there by Friday. NTI benefits, scroll down. You'll have the My NTI card. Click on My NTI card. We'll take them down. There's going to be a login to My NTI card button placed right here. That will take them directly to the My NTI card where they can sign in. Besides that, we have to give them the link, or they have to use the link that they originally got in their original email. Would you do me a favor? Would you go touch that heat down to 66, pretty please, with sugar on top? Thank you. Okay, so that's how that all will work, okay? Now, I want to go back here very quickly. Hold tight, ladies and gentlemen, to the dashboard. Because as I was saying just a moment ago, there's a lot even changing here. But before we go too much further, I want to make sure that all your member information can be edited here. You can see your money, you can see your members, you can see your compensation. Fanzuma is going to work properly. Some of you have multiple Fanzuma clubs that you want to send messages to. This may be what Ray's question was. I don't know. But let's say that you have multiple meeting locations that you want to send messages to. You will click this download box or this choose your meeting section. Right now, only one is assigned to you. But probably maybe by tomorrow or maybe by Thanksgiving, we're going to have it done where you will have the drop down and you can select which meeting you want to send the broadcast to, so that you can manage it all from one spot. It's not going to be there today. It may not be done tomorrow, but it's what we're working on right now so that you can choose which club easily straight from here. Believe me when I say the development and integration of this took at least 3 weeks worth of solid work on just getting this integrated and as easily laid out as it is right here. I know it doesn't seem like that much to you guys, but it's a lot on our end. As far as the payroll company getting us our compensation statements correctly, that also, we already send them everything. It's just a matter of getting it in the PDF so that when our dev team receives all the PDFs of compensation and we're assigning that to you because it is not automated. Our payroll service provides the PDFs. Our dev team then goes in and puts your compensation statement and assigns it to you so that you have it. So I just want you guys to understand that that's all what's going on here. There's a lot of things happening. All the while, the contests, the BOGOs, the holiday happy hours, everything else, and blah, 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 blah. So a lot happening. I hope that you're seeing the progress because, well, I mean, I'm not looking for, a pat on the back. I'm just saying, or a blue ribbon or anything. I'm just saying there's a lot we're trying to do. Thank you very much. To give you the resources you need to manage your memberships. And we have to keep everyone in mind. Not everyone's online, not everyone's local. Some are both. And we are trying to accommodate everyone and make it as easy of a flow and access so that it all makes sense to everybody. Okay, so that's an update on Fanzuma. You can use Fanzuma today for the club that has been assigned to you. If the wrong meeting location, or what we call in Fanzuma language, we call it a club. If the wrong meeting location or club has been assigned to you or is in your dropdown and you want another one for primary, let me know. I'll change it for you, but only one can be listed until Thursday or Friday. I don't know. We're working on it. Hopefully it's done by Friday. I was told a couple days. So that's where we're at. All right. So that's compensation. That's Fanzuma resources. Online, you now have the dashboard. The only other thing I'm going to mention that is near and dear to my heart is the My NTI Connect. This is the next big thing. And this is for our members. I believe when our members start talking about what this is doing for them, our base will grow. So forgive me if I think that this is the next urgent thing that we need to spend our development time on. When our profiles are built out and matches that of the NTI Connect system, when people come into NTI Connect, it'll actually function and provide the resources and opportunities that people are actually looking for. But we have to finish building out the database. We got to finish this piece. We don't have a separate developer working on NTI Connect. So when we take our developer and we pull them off this project and put them on something else, we're losing that development time. This is the next big thing I want to do. And frankly, if I can say this with all due respect, I know compensation is really important to each of you. I know it is. And I know having access to who your members are is important to you. I do. But I believe that NTI Connect will help us gain new members. I believe that NTI Connect will help our members grow their business. And it actually is a tool and a resource for giving to our members, not just to us as meeting leaders. So I'm going to ask that you give me just a little margin of liberty through the slow months here into December, and really let us get NTI Connect built out to where it needs to be in connection with the about and the profile for our members. Because I think this will be such an amazing tool for our members. I want them to be able to share leads. I want them to be able to track the number of referrals. I want them to be able to track the number, the dollar amount of each referral that they got, not as a CRM, but I want our members to be able to log in and said, oh, in the month of November, I got 15 referrals and that resulted in $700 in new business for a $300 annual membership. I really want this to be a tool that is very helpful and extremely powerful for every single member of NTI, not just we as meeting leaders. This is a tool for us, yes, but a tool for every single member in the NTI system. Okay, so enough about that. What questions? I know there's some questions out there.
All right. Please hold.
Hold on, Lynette. We'll come to you.
Get back to the top here. Angela, I took care of you. You answered the members on Fanzuma. When a member joins a certain meeting, whether it's an online or a local, that's where the Fanzuma, they'll get their Fanzuma from. So that's how that works, right? Coolio?
Every single member that joins, and we are automating this system, but every single new member that joins, when they pick their meeting location, right now it's a manual process. Can you believe we're still doing some of this stuff manually? Our dev team takes John Doe and enters John Doe into the meeting location that John said was his primary. It happens like after 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we add all members that join, okay? It's going to happen automatically. So if they come in, we're building it. It's something we're working on where John Doe joins and he says, I'm a part of Bloomington, Indiana. John Doe is automatically going to be subscribed to the Bloomington, Indiana local or online, whatever John chose, and he'll be subscribed automatically and he will be right here in the fan list. If Jane Doe joins and John joined local and Jane joined online or chose your online meeting, you're going to see them separately because they subscribe to the different meeting. So that's what that's all about. Whoopsie daisy.
Oh,
You would think people would turn off their ringers. Huh?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so the next thing is Kristen asked about I know the email has the old marketing stuff. We're going to get the new branded stuff soon.
Okay, so what you guys are talking about there, when you log into Fanzuma, over in Fanzuma world, there's a header. It's an email header. I know all of you want the new branding, but that's custom for every single one for the meeting locations, just like your PowerPoints or your Google Slides, which, by the way, your Google slide deck all of you will have your custom slide decks. I know you don't have them yet. We actually just had a meeting last Tuesday with a guy who's helping us automate this entire process. It's pretty badass for us on our end to administer. We can add images for you. You're not even going to have to do it, but it's going to take about 3 to 5 weeks of development. And right here at the top in your resources, you're going to be able to click your Google Slides presentation customized for you, and you'll be able to run it right from there. It's for you, my man. Yes, you. Yeah. What's next, Brooke?
Okay. Ray, should we move Chesterfield to Phil? Yes.
Yes.
That's good.
By the way, Ray, I think I know what to get you for a Thanksgiving gift.
Stop. Leave him alone.
He's handsome. I was just going to say.
Nibbles, just ignore him.
Nipples.
Evan, if you'll stay on, I'll answer your question at the end. So just bear with me. Let's see here. Lynette, how do I help a member to do the BOGO and share the membership? So you would have to let us know who the free member is going to be for us. And Lynette's not there. She's the one that asked. She's not there.
It's a good thing to go ahead and answer though.
So you have to let us know who the get one free is, because we'll have to enter them in. They will not get a My NTI card. Did everyone hear that? They get their membership for 90 days. If the other person that joins with them, if they were to do a monthly and say they join December and the other person joins in December, but then they cancel in January, the other person is canceled in January as well. Does that make sense? Yes. Yes.
I see most of them nodding yes.
Okay.
That's good.
But the My NTR card is not anything they will get until they become a paid member.
They get everything else.
Yeah.
They can
everything
join
else.
pro teams. They can choose a member meeting room. They get everything else. Lynette's back.
Lynette, for the BOGO, you just let us know who the free member is and we have to enter them. The only thing they do not get is the My NTI card until they become a paid member.
Okay. Yes. Amy kind of messaged me that. Thank you.
No problem, dear.
I have more though. So keep
Okay,
going.
hold on. Let me go through these real fast. Make sure. And that way, if anybody needs to get off, they can.
By the way, you have to let us know via email. Send me and Brooke an email and we'll get them added. It's a manual process and that's perfectly fine. We love it. We're happy to help.
Okay. We need Rich to shut up, and Miss Marianne is going to tell us all about last week at our Thanksgiving in Nashville.
Go, Marianne.
Oh my God, that's what you took out of my message, Brooke. That's hilarious. I just wanted Rich to know.
It's just opportunity for me to tell him to shut up. So there's
Oh my
that.
God, you're so funny. Okay, so I got to tell you, one of the things I've loved about NTI from the very get-go is our Thanksgiving lunch. Our first year, obviously, we only had 3 chapters in Tennessee, but we still, had a pretty good sized lunch. Every year we've added things. The second year we added a silent auction, so we had another opportunity to raise more money on top of the actual lunch expense. The third year we had the silent auction and we added music, so we actually had entertainment at our Thanksgiving lunch, and we've given out thousands of dollars to charities over the last 3.5 years. And this year, unfortunately, we couldn't add because of COVID. So, but we did add this year. We had probably a smaller gathering than we normally would have. But what we added this year is we had so many out of town guests. And I was very grateful, and I was very happy for those who traveled to Nashville to join us for that lunch. So that's what we added this year, with some great people that obviously have met us through online. So it's a great, good feeling kind of day. Everyone enjoys it. Like I said, we have the charity talk and tell us a little bit about themselves. And I don't know, I just think it's always been just a real feel good feeling, and being able to give back at Thanksgiving, showing our gratitude. It's just been great. And Rich, like I said, when I first joined 3.5 years ago, that was the one thing I really loved about NTI, is they are a giving organization. And I remember you told me, just pick a local charity and it has to help children. And so that is what we do, and it's great. Is there anything else you'd like me to say?
Yeah, actually there is, because the Davis House, one of the things is, some of the members down in Nashville, Marion, you've been going, 3.5 years? Is that about right?
3.5 years. Yeah, it'll be 4 years in April.
Some of the members in the Brentwood meeting, ladies and gentlemen, and by the way, Martha's meeting, Cool Springs, same thing, because Martha jumped on board. I'm going to say they've been with Marianne the entire 3.5 years. Is that not true, Marianne?
You mean the charity?
No, the charities and the members. Some of the
members. The members, yes. The charity we did switch this year.
Right. So the first 2 years she did the Davis House,
Great.
Wonderful. But the people who have gotten on board with the charitable fundraise, they've been a part of NTI the whole time. And we cannot lose sight of that. We raised 26. We were offering $100 matches in ours last Thursday. Went around the room and said, I'll match $100 if you give right now. We raised an additional $700 for our charity just last Thursday by doing that match. And so just saying, it was really fantastic. Okay, who's next?
Please hold.
Okay, and with that, Rich, I do have to go. It's 12:30. I got up.
Thanks, Marianne.
Thanks, Marianne.
Thank
Anybody
you.
else? Lynette, did you have something else?
Yes. So I just messaged you. I still don't see people, even though I say local and online. There's no people.
Okay.
And I also, 2 weeks ago, I asked for permission for the new slide deck, and I still don't have that.
For local or online?
Online.
I don't know what I am.
You are not meeting face to face yet, Lynette. I got your back. I know what most people are doing right now.
It's so funny because when I talk about it, I say we're a local meeting, but we're online, and so it's so funny to say.
Hey, while he's looking at that, can I address one thing? Evan, you asked me a question through our private chat and so forth about a charity. Will you explain what we want as a free charity or a half price charity? I'm sorry. Man,
really good question, guys. We had a charitable member join recently, and I don't really totally understand where the confusion comes from, but the organization that joined was a chamber. A chamber of commerce is not a charity. They may be a tax qualified organization. They may be nonprofit, but that is not the charitable intent of our charitable membership. By charity, we mean an organization doing the work of a charity. So they're fostering hope, and they're feeding kids or helping kids. Okay. They're heroes in action, and they have Mushi. And
it's not enough It's not enough to be tax exempt. You have to be doing
You have to be doing the work.
nonprofit work.
Right.
Yes.
And our love is for you to do that with children. Okay. Military, veterans, like that kind of organization is what we're all about. So yes, good point.
So not-for-profits are not half. Okay, because that's been what we've had before. It changed.
Yeah, actually,
It was never.
it actually, with all due respect, it wasn't ever supposed to be that way. Like, for example, we had a couple of hospitals join. There was here in Knoxville, there was a massage therapist, and she operates as a massage therapist under a charity, and she wanted to join as a charity. I said, you may qualify as a 501. I think she was like a C8 or something. I don't remember, 504 C8 or whatever it was, whatever the tax qualification was. I'm like, you're charging $125 an hour to massage people. You're going to pay for your membership. So if it's a chamber, a hospital, even NTI Cares was a nonprofit corporation. We were structured as a 501c3, but we're not doing the work of a charity. We're supporting those doing the work of charities. That's the difference. So if you've got Mushi the monster who's going around reading to kids and preventing bullying like Ray does, that is an organization doing the work of a charity.
Right.
If they are a nonprofit, that's just because they're nonprofit does not make them a charity.
We had a credit union want to join,
Yes,
and that's not what we're talking about.
correct. That's 100% correct. Yep. So, Lynette, I'm giving you access to the slide deck.
Okay.
And the email address that I have for you is it's the NTI referral warriors at Gmail. Okay. That's what I'm assigning to you.
Yep.
Please, 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 pretty please, with sugar on top, read the first two slides before you do it.
Google Slides anyways, so it's good. I'm going to take them out of Google Slides.
Don't care.
All right.
I should change it to hot pink though.
Please don't. Please. I'll know it's you. I'll hunt you down. No, I won't. All right.
I got it. Thank you.
Very good.
All right. It doesn't seem as though there's any other questions other than Evan. You got a couple questions for you. Anybody else have anything before we peace out?
Guys, let me just say to all of you that are still here on the call, happy Thanksgiving. It is my favorite holiday of the entire year. It's a time of reflection, a time to be thankful for everything that we've had happen to us, both good and maybe even not so good, or what you perceive as not so good. You just never know. I learned one time that the etymology or the root word behind scar is actually, or the word character is actually the word scar. So if you look up the etymology for the word character, meaning you say a piece of furniture has character, it's got unique markings in it. Those unique markings come from stressing or a scar that actually gives something character. And so think back on the good, the bad, the not so good, the great, whatever it was, and reflect on it. Take time to do that and be thankful for what you have. There's a lot of people that don't have even what we have. It's a great opportunity to be thankful. And I am personally thankful for every single one of you. And I appreciate you so much. I wish you a very happy and wonderful Thanksgiving. God bless each of you.